start. Welcome everybody in today's webinar of our ShipIT 365 application. I will kick it off today. My colleague Olaf is also joining us. Maybe everybody knows IDIN, Simplify Your Workflow. This is our head office in the Netherlands, still located in our medieval castle. Today, we call ourselves the app specialist for Business Central, because that is what we're doing, creating apps for Business Central. As mentioned, today, Olaf will present a demo of the new ShipIT 365 release. Olaf is our product owner. And my name is Frans, and I'm from the sales department. So if you have any questions, you can drop it in the Q&A in the webinar. Other questions can also be sent later to us by email. The mail address is sales@idin.nl, but I'll repeat that later on. Just to give a small wrap up of what we are doing on the Business Central platform. Most of you know that we're coming from development. We started a long time ago with the Object Manager tooling for Dynamics NAV for developers. Still available for NAV, but also for Business Central on-prem. So that's why we have also OMA 365, Object Manager Advanced 365. Another link to development is a small app called Dino 365. That's basically an end-user app. The end-user can add all kind of fields to pages in Business Central. It's guided by a wizard to do so, so quite easy to use. And also we have built into the app that the customer, the end user, can pay directly in the app for the usage of the app. So it's also a tryout for the future for pay as you go, what you use. You can pay direct online. Today we talk about ShipIT. There's our integration with carriers. The other apps also related to integration. We have our direct banking app integrates with banks. So mainly all banks in the world can be synchronized directly with Business Central through direct banking. And then the statement lines coming directly into the journal in BC. And we have quite a lot of functionality to reconcile also to receive bank statements automatically with the open invoice of the customer. And of course, payments can be handled as well. So payments we can export directly to the bank through the platform. Now, basically, in the whole process, no more files. Everything is based on the synchronization. ApproveIT 365 is our integration for assigning BC documents. So basically, every BC document, like a purchase document or a sales document, like the sales quote, you can send directly from Business Central to your business partner or to your vendor or to your customer. And the customer then can sign the document online, and we make use of the service of SignHost. And recently, we also added the service you can use the service of DocuSign. I said it the wrong way. And recently, we also add SignHost as a service provider to it. So if you have a SignHost or a DocuSign account, you can enter that and approve it, and you can send documents directly to your business partner, and they can prove online. And of course, signed documents is going back to Business Central or Azure Storage. And our flagship on integration is Connected 365. That's our integration tooling. With Connected, you basically can export all data from Business Central to a third-party application, or to import data from a third-party application or data source into Business Central. And therefore, you've got a bunch of interface technology available in Connected. You can do it very traditional with a CSV file and FTP, but also through Azure Event Grid or Azure Service Bus, or through a REST API, an API service, a SOAP service, etc. Through a JSON, an XML, and a spreadsheet. Quite a lot of technology available. Big advantage here is that if you install Connected, you don't need any middleware anymore. Connected will do the integration. And one of the advantages is also that because it's in Business Central, you have also all business logic directly available for your integration. But today, we talk about ShipIT 365. Just a quick wrap up, and then I will hand over to Olaf, and he will guide us through Business Central with the ShipIT solution. Simplifying shipping. This is what we're doing today. We can connect to over 1,500 carriers, mainly in Europe, USA, and Canada. We have different platforms available with carrier availability. So for every region, we have the carriers out of the box available. Most important thing is the second and the third bullet. You can book direct transport in the order flow in Business Central with your carrier, and of course you can print then also all your shipment labels and order transport documentation. It's all in Business Central. Real-time track and trace info. The moment you book a transport, track and trace data is coming back into Business Central, but can send also by the portal directly to the customer or the receiver of the goods. Since a while, we have also the integration with mobile devices. That's also on the agenda today. So basically, you can book your transport or print your shipment labels direct from a mobile warehouse device of two suppliers of this app services. That's Task Factory from Denmark and Multisoft from Hungary. So that's mobile WMS and mobile NAV. So our solution is integrated with their solution. Also something new from Transmart. That's one of the portals of Enshift that you can do the insurance of your shipments directly through ShipIT Business Central. If you want to have extra insurance due to the value of your goods, you can manage that as well on a shipment basis. A little bit explanation of how the product works. I already mentioned a couple of times, carrier portals, carrier connections, 1,500, 1,400, but you have quite a lot of carriers connected with ShipIT. That's not a one-to-one connection. We make use of what we call carrier portals. And we support 5 different carrier portals, 2 of Enshift, the Enshift Ship portal and the Enshift Transmart portal, mainly for Europe and Western Europe and the Nordics. EasyPost, an US-based company, so they have quite a lot of carriers in the US available in Canada. Cargason from Eastern Europe has carriers available in the eastern part of Europe, but also the western part of Europe and also the US. That's relatively new. We started their collaboration with ShipIT early this year. And we have also SendCloud available mainly for e-commerce companies. So SendCloud, a smaller one from the Netherlands, with quite a lot of parcel carriers available. The portal can exchange the data between the portal and the carrier. So the portal develop and maintain the carrier connection. So as a user of ShipIT, you need to have an account of one of those 5 portals, and the portal owner, Enshift, EasyPost, Cargason, or SendCloud, will add the carriers of the customer, the services you buy from the carrier, like an overnight and express before 11 o'clock delivery into the portal. Tariffs can be uploaded. All kinds of routing rules can be uploaded. For example, this service only related to the Netherlands. It's a domestic service, or this is export service, transport service to the UK. Whatever, that can all be addressed as well. Users can be added, printers can be added, and mail templates. Mails often used to send automatically track and trace related information after booking of the transport in Business Central to the customer. On the other end, of course, we have ShipIT 365 integrated in Business Central. And the moment we enter the account credentials of the portal in ShipIT, this will be all available directly in Business Central. So everything what's happened in the portal, the setup there, will be available in BC. We can use ShipIT for quite a lot of different orders. So of course, most important thing, sales order, maybe they're coming in through the web or entered to the back office. But we can also use it for return sales orders. If the customer sends back to the warehouse, we can generate transport orders and use ShipIT. If we return something to a vendor, later on we also have it available for purchase orders. Transfer orders, if you ship warehouse between locations, that's called transfer orders in Business Central. We can use ShipIT for that as well. And if you make use of the service modules, the service orders is also supported by ShipIT. Most important thing in the ShipIT application, Based on the uploaded tariffs, you have insight into freight charges directly in Business Central. That's what Olaf will show us. And of course, you can book your transport directly in BC and print the shipment labels and other documentation. And of course, tracking information and the status of the order will be visible and synchronized in Business Central with ShipIT as well. We can extend ShipIT with several other solutions. Already mentioned the mobile solutions by Tasklet Factory and Multisoft. Sometimes we use Connected 365 as well to integrate with a smaller local carrier the customers use. If the customers use also a local carrier, which one is not connected on any of the platforms, we can send the relevant transport data to this carrier by Connected. And currently, our partner Konica Minolta from Germany is working on a BI dashboard for the ShipIT related data, because we gain quite a lot of data with the ShipIT app in the Business Central. So that would be also available in the near future. Today we show also the mobile solution. And before I hand it over to Olaf, today's demo we do with Cargason. So we show you the Cargason carrier portal. And we start with a manual process in ShipIT, so we have to hit some buttons to get stuff done. Of course, Olaf will tell also that we can do it fully automated. We show you carrier selection, some service charges in the system if you want to build a custom also for freight charges. And of course, we show one of the solutions, in this case, the mobile solution of Tasklet, how this process will go if you have Tasklet Factory Mobile WMS up and running. I will hand it over to Olaf right now. So if you take over the screen, Olaf, and guide us through the ShipIT 365 solution.
I will do. Thank you, Frans, for the startup and the initial slides. I will share my screen first. So we just start with the ShipIT Manager Role Center, where we can do everything. We also have the queues over here on how many transport orders are new, booked, and label printed. And sometimes we get an error back when it goes wrong. And normally somebody starts with a sales order, and let's say we create a sales order on the dozens of boys. Oh, I'm too fast with typing. And well, we will deliver some IDIN t-shirts.
Olaf, just to interrupt, can you make the screen a little bit bigger, because it's quite small? Not sure everybody can see it.
This is my maximum of the screen.
Yeah, but just percentage, 110 or so, 120.
Okay. I don't know.
That one,
maybe that. Yeah, 125.
Yeah, that's maybe better. Yeah, it is better. Thank you. Sorry.
Oh, I missed some. I typed too many things. So we do 3 t-shirts. And we already see that we added sales order package types. This is a carton of 30 centimeters height, length, and it weighs 800 grams. And when we do a carrier selection, we get the pricing in from Cargason. And let's say when we tick on DPD, and we want to use that carrier for this transport, you see that we added a service charge. So this is based on the service charge features from Microsoft. And over here, we added some extra costs. In this example, the costs were 30 euros. We added 10 euros as value, and we added 10% on top of that, so that's 44 euros. But if you change, let's say we go from the carton to a euro pallet, then we do another carrier selection. You also will see that all the prices change and that some of the services probably not available or not mapped correctly. So if we now take DHL, you will see that also the service charges changes over here. So based on package types, the weight of the packages, the system will react on when the prices are set on the pricing and on the service you take. So I put it back on the one I want to show in this example. We use DPD. Well, we do the courier, not the parcel machine. So you also see that there is parcel machines available. And so in many countries nowadays, there are parcel machines or lockers. So most of the carriers also provide that service. From this side, it goes over to logistics via warehouse shipment and a pick, or I made the example based on a simple location, so we can create a transport order from this side. And one of the most beautiful features is, of course, that we have the route via Azure Maps in our screen. And on top of the screen, in the header, we see that we do it with Gargason and DPD and the courier services. Oh, that's not what I wanted. And we see we have the source lines. It comes from one sales order. We have the carton and the delivery notes, tweet t-shirts. Available over here, you can also still change via carrier selection the carrier. So maybe the logistical people think, hey, we take another service, we take DHL logistics because that one is faster. So you see that the screen over here changed to DHL. That's not a nice feature that it goes out of my screen. And when we are ready, we are able to book and print. And then we get a tracking URL back from the Carcassonne portal. So, well, it's a test environment, so it didn't find us. And we also received some documents back that are immediately printed automatically. So via Carcassonne, we get the label from DHL back. We get the freight note, the CMR, and we get the way bill back. Also, we can go straight to the Carcassonne portal and to this related shipment. And then over here on the Carcassonne portal, you will see that we make a booking with DHL freight of 31 euros from Estonia, Tallinn, to the Dussense boys in Dussen. And now my system is frozen. Oh. It's really frozen. Sorry.
Your video is also frozen.
Yeah. Fuck.
That's Murphy with a live demo.
I am completely frozen.
Relax, Olaf. Everybody knows how you feel right now. we all,
Almost back. One moment.
we have everybody been through this once in a lifetime, at least. Yeah, there you are back.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm.
If you
I
share
hope
your
I'm.
screen, I hope you share your screens.
Yes, I'm back.
Yeah.
I I don't know. It's not my internet. So my internet is okay, but the screen was completely frozen and blocked, and I don't know.
Let's continue.
Yeah. Yeah, you go back to the you come on the Carcassonne website and you see the your bookings, so your shipments over there. One other thing we wanted to show was the Taslet factory scanner. It is the same flow at the start, although of course there is a different website warehouse behind it. So we have again the 3 t-shirts. We create a warehouse shipment. And we create a pick. And on the scanner, we go to the pick. We see the pick within the shipment 1900, and we have to pick 3 ident t-shirts. We scan bin code, and normally probably you would scan the license plate if you set that up, but I fill it in manually. And you enter the quantity, so we had to pick 3 t-shirts, so we'll say yes, we have 3. We complete the registration. Within the pick, you have the option to go to mention the packing station. It's an option. It's not needed, but we always show it. And then we start registering the pick. So the order was posted successfully the screen is empty. I don't have all the pick orders, luckily. And we go back to the pack and ship module. And there I have to set the filter correctly.
So this is the integration with ShipIT and TaskIt.
Yeah. And so over here you see the shipment, the sales order. You also see the shipping agent information with DHL Express service, and that it is linked in our example to a Transmart address. Over here we have the license plate, and we put it in a box. You can select also other box types. You can also set a default one, and that they can only use one or multiple ones. We take this standard box. And there is also the possibility of setting some settings with it. So we can also say over here that it is 2 kilograms instead of 1. And then you see it's green marked, so we filled in all the information that is required, and we post this pack and ship. And then behind the scene, a lot of magic happens. A transport order is created. The transport order is immediately booked and printed based on settings. And the user will get automatically out of the label printer a label. So when we probably refresh everything over here, the warehouse shipment is indeed gone. Let's go to the sales order, because then we see what on the background happens. So here we have the sales order, and on the background we see that a label has been printed, a URL has been generated. So let's go to the transport order, and in the transport order we see that we have also documents available, and over here it's a zip file with again a label. So this is the DHL label, a freight note, and an invoice as we do it. This was linked to the Transmart website, so we get an NShift Transmart invoice back. And yeah, this was the video on 2 flows.
Okay. Thank you, Olaf. I will take it back here. Here you go. So you see my screen, my PowerPoint again. Yeah. So if we do a little recap of what Olaf just have showed us, we can book a print directly in BC or from a mobile device. It's a flexible setup, so we can do it manually by hitting the Create Transport Order button, but also where you post a warehouse shipment in the background automatically, a transport order will be generated, or transport order will be generated and booked, or booked and print. So we have quite a flexibility to set it up in the logistical flow of the customer, whatever they prefer. We support 5 different carrier portals, so we got some choice also for customers based on your carriers, carrier connections, but also pricing or other services from the carrier portals. Customers can make a choice what they prefer, and of course the fully integration with TaskIt Factory. Just to recap that one, pretty the same for mobile LEV. From picking, you do the picking. This basically just standard tasket in this case. You preset the picking day coming into the pack and ship. That's really the integration. So you see here the license plate, so the quantity is picked, and therefore you can hit the post button after you have entered what type you package it, like a pallet or a box, and then labels will start printed directly or a CMR waybill, or maybe for custom clearance, what Olaf showed you, also commercial invoice for customs. Maybe you need also a form invoice that can be printed as well. And these documents can be set up flexible based on the routing rules. So you can say in the portal, if we ship something to a country in Africa, then always print also pro forma or commercial invoice. So the user hitting just the button, in this case post, and the portal will decide which documents will be generated and printed directly, in this case for the warehouse employee. The other documents like a waybill and just an example of a shipment label, this case from DSV, and of course another waybill. If you have any questions, you can enter them in the chat. We're happy to try to answer as much as possible. You can send them also to our email address, sales@idin.nl, but I'm going to change the screen for me right now to look if there are any questions. I see one is coming up. Olaf is already has answered a couple of one. I see a question of Mark. Does ShipIT also support incoming transport like a container for purchase order? That's what we're working on. So for purchasing, it will come as well in ShipIT. One thing to add there, it's a little Cargason has also the possibility for customers that the customer can add their suppliers to the portal as well, and arrange transport there directly. So if you buy goods at your vendor based on X works conditions, so you need to pick it up, you can ask your supplier to book the transport with one of your carriers directly into the Cargason portal. So Cargason have also the opportunity that you can invite suppliers or vendors to fix the transport with one of your carriers. That's an option there. I see one more in the chat, a question. I guess Olaf is already answering that from Bennett. I don't see more questions right now coming in. But anyhow, if you have a question, please reach out to us through the email address sales@idin.nl. We're happy to help you, of course. For people who don't know, we have also, for the Microsoft partners, we have also a demo license available of ShipIT, and we have also some demo license of the carrier portals available. So if you want to set up a demo environment, please reach out to us, and be happy to help you with that, and also provide you some demo scripts. For now, I guess, thank you for joining us. Hope we see you the next time. And what I just mentioned, if you have a question, please reach out to us, and we're going to help you. We say bye-bye, and until next time.
Bye-bye.
idin. Simplify your workflow. Explore the perfect fit for your industry at idin.nl.